Hi guys, it's your boy Bob coming back to you again with another message of peace. I salute you as always in the name of peace. But before all, let's thank the Almighty for allowing us to be alive another day. Let's thank Him for peace. Let's thank Him for wealth. Let's thank Him for health. Let's thank Him for prosperity in our lives. But above all, let's thank Him for love. Amen. You know guys, today is a lesson night. I'm here to teach tonight about my understanding on semen retention. If you are one of those who have watched many videos about semen retention or have heard about semen retention, you will be able to understand what I'm about to talk about. So for those who do not know what semen retention is, semen retention is a way or a training of retaining your semen, not to spill them in vain or idly or just because you want to spill them. Your semen basically is your sperms, okay? So I want to have my take on semen retention. But before I start, I want to quote you few verses from the Quran and from the Bible. So for those who knows for those of you who read the Bible, Jesus said, right, in Matthew 5 chapter 27, he said, "It has been said of old time, of you of old time, right, that you should not commit adultery. But I say to you, whoever commit adultery, whoever look at a woman to lust after her, has already committed adultery in his own heart." Moses, during his time, he said, "Do not commit adultery." Basically, those times, they stoned the adulterers. The adulterer and the adulteress, right? Jesus is repeating the same thing. It has been said to you of old time, you should not commit adultery. But I say unto you, if you look at another woman to lust after her, you have already committed adultery in your heart. And the Quran comes after. The Quran said, in the Quran, it says, right, that وَلَا تَقْرَبُوا الزِّنَا إِنَّهُ كَانَ فَاحِشَةً وَسَاءَ سَبِيلًا. That's in Arabic. It says, do not go near adultery. Stay away from it. It is indeed an ugly path. It will lead you into, or you will lead yourself into. Do not even come next to it. Moses said, do not commit adultery. Jesus is saying, if you look at a woman to lust after her, you have already committed adultery. And then the Quran is saying, do not even go near it. Okay? But one thing is for sure, all the faiths condone having sex. Okay? The only thing all religious books are condoning, are talking against, is adultery or having sex, basically, outside of marriage or someone you are with. Okay? Why? Because the reason we talk about semen retention is basically most of the time nowadays we can call ourselves over-sexualized people. Everything we see on the news, on papers, on our phone, on our music, whatever, is about sex. Because sex sells. That's what we are more focused on. Therefore, anytime we see a woman, we just want to hit it. We just want to hit. But one thing they have not told us is that our semen is our life force. You should not just go on spilling them. Because the amount of nutrient that the blood is taking from you, proteins or whatever, in order to make those sperms come from the food that you eat. And it's a lot of nutrient that the body is taking to make those sperm. Yet you keep on spilling it. And the only reason in reality God have given us sex most of the time, the only reason for sex is procreation. Basically, that's it. That's the only time nature put that into you. An animal, a lion, when a lion sees a time of mating comes, the animal just mate and they move on in their life. They don't sit there and contemplate about how they did it, how long they're going to last, or how fun it was. Only human being was given that mind to allow you to contemplate and to think about the act later on, or before you just think about it. Therefore, the semen retention movement is teaching young generation now how to have a strong will, because if your mind is strong, you have a strong will, you will not just be going out there and trying to fuck any female that you meet. You will save that to yourself or to your wife or your companion, not just anywhere that you want to do it. Because for sure, one thing is this, right? We have all heard about the yin and yang, right? It's a circle. If you see a female and a man coming together, you guys are kissing like this and penetration at the bottom. It's a circle. You guys are sharing energy, okay? So if you meet up with a female that is full of anxiety, depression, that she is also taking from other men, and that you are taking the same thing from other females, you are consuming that into yourself. And then when you meet up with this female, you guys are exchanging also the same energies. And then you wonder sometimes why you feel crazy, why your mind is not clear, why you are so judgmental, why you are so negative. Because you keep on taking other people's energy when you are having sex or when you are penetrating a female. You guys are exchanging energy. When you guys are kissing, it's the same way. Therefore, if you are married to someone or you are just with one person, you guys can help grow that, okay, together. You guys can meet sometimes, have sex, lovingly, okay, not just anyone out there. Have children and raise a family. This is what all books are talking about. The semen retention movement is teaching you how you can hold on to your energy and not just spill it, because that's your life force. And sex is what is doing anything. Your body only have that sexual energy to be creative, to do anything you want in life. You need that sex life force in you. If you just keep on wasting it, you're depleting yourself. Your spiritual energy, you are depleting that to yourself. And then you will not be able to focus in life. I'm talking about spiritually, okay? Because someone may ask, how come this guy is successful but they're sleeping around? Have you met a person that have money, if that's what you call success, and sleeping around without being on drugs, alcohol, or depression pills? Find me that person. In contrast to the other person that have a wife, you guys meet sometime, sleep to have sex, intimate, love, grow, procreate, raise a family. These two people, the person that have a wife and that is growing spiritually and is not just obsessed about sex, grow mentally, spiritually, and physically. because that person basically is emancipating himself from mental slavery. Like Bob Marley said it. You emancipating yourself from mental slavery. And sex is one of that mental slavery that you are emancipating yourself from. Why do you think the music that have all this sexual content sell the most than the one that have uplifting lyrics? Why do you think the movies that have sex content in it sell the most than just those movies that are teaching you? I heard one mystic, an Indian guru, said, right, the mind is not the function of sex. The minute sex enters your mind, it becomes sexuality. Sex is the part of the belongs to the body, basically. It doesn't belong to the mind. That's why, like, if you watch the movement, the semen retention movement, they're talking about when you have sexual thought, go exercise, do something, use it towards something else. Just don't just come and spill it, because you are wasting it, unless you are procreating. But most of the people nowadays, all of us, what we do, we just sit, think about sex, watch porn, masturbate, because we have nothing else to do. Like, we have that energy within us, we don't know what we can do with it. If you want to read a book, that's the best time. If you want to exercise, that's the best time. If you see yourself needing to have sex, fall on the floor and do some push-up, or run, jog outside, or do something else. Take a course, study, do something else. Something productive. I'm not here telling you don't have sex because you're not married. I'm not telling anything what to do. I'm just explaining to those who have learned about semen retention. I'm sharing with those people my take also on what I have understood from semen retention. But most of the people back in the days or prior, long time ago, and even up to now, I don't think they are really preoccupied with sex as we are nowadays. If you look at all these big companies, right, what they're doing basically, all these big corporations, they're selling sex through clothing to the females, and they buy, they wear it. They don't even know they are just dressing sexually. And the man also on the other side have not a strong will, is so weak. Basically, anytime he sees that, he just, damn, she have a nice body, nice this, nice that. Because your mind on the female now is just physical. It's not mental. It's not like someone you can sit down and converse with and share ideas. Where are we going? You understand, right? So this is why, like, I'm giving an example, right? I'm married. I'm not saying that I'm embracing semen retention or what. But I have realized the minute I concentrate more on other things than just thinking about sex, I'm more productive. But the minute I start allowing sex in my mind, it's like all I want is just have sex. And it holds me down a lot of times. You understand, right? So semen retention is really good. And I see the longer I stay without ejaculating, the more energy that I have to myself. Because that semen is within yourself. It's not going out. You're not spilling it. Unless you have a dream, it's understandable. But it's just the fact that you just want to spill it for no reason, because you are bored. Some people think, oh, I should have sex twice a night, 3 times a night. You just want to spill it. That's why the first time, most of the time when you're having sex, you ejaculate so fast, but the second time you last longer, because the second times is taking longer period of time for the body to recreate that semen again. It's taking time. The first time you are just ready, you just pew, as a chicken that is pooping. So I mean, guys, I just don't want to keep on talking. Basically, the conclusion, I just wanted to conclude that what is semen retention is a way that when you can control that sexual lust that you have, it gives you willpower. Let's say if you can say no, let's say you meet a beautiful woman and everybody want this female, but you, let's say the female comes to you, or like all your friends are going crazy about her, you don't pay no attention. You will see the type of energy that female will sense from you. She will always gravitate toward you because she will see you as a different person. Like, how? I'm so beautiful. He did not even look at me. Even when he looked at me, he was not giving me that lustful attention that I'm getting from other people. She will be attracted definitely to you because you are different. But what we do most of the time, it's like our mind is so preoccupied with sex. Anytime we see a female, we just want to do it. And then we keep on running, not realizing what we are running from. We are running from ourselves. We are running from our insecurities that we have within ourselves, our traumas. We have trauma since childhood, which never healed. We still have it, which is making us incapable of providing to ourselves the nutrients that we need. I mean, what you desire to do in life. We fail to move forward with that. We just want to sit there and think about sex, how we can dress nice, how we can attract this female, this and that. This is why I love the semen retention movement, and I enjoy watching their videos, and I'm learning a lot from it. I'm Muslim. I have my own understanding also of what semen retention is. But I know one thing for fact: a man should not just go out there trying to hit anything that moves. You should be able to hold on to yourself, or said that I am not going to have sex until I finish this course that I've started. You can start challenging yourself like that. Let's say you want to start studying something. If it takes you 2 months or 3 months, or you're slacking behind, say, you know what, I promise myself I'm gonna sit on chill on those nuts until I get my course finished. You can challenge yourself like that. I'll say, how long can I go? Like, am I so weak that I cannot stay 1 month or 2 months without just having sex? Can't I hold on to that? Or you know what? Think about, how can you attract someone that you want to be with in the long run of scheme? Someone that you can have a family with, not just someone that you can chill with. Someone with a family is two different things. So guys, if you have not subscribed, please do subscribe. I really need people to come and then interact with me so we can share ideas. So it's nice, you know, especially our youth nowadays. We have a lot of young people that have an open mind, that want to think outside of the box. These are the people we need here so we can talk, you know, share ideas and grow. And forget all these nonsense things, you know, that doesn't benefit us. You know, that's all I'm saying. So, one love, guys.